The months are just flying by this year, aren't they? It's already October. And, well, spoiler alert, I am incredibly busy this last week of the month, so I am filming this perhaps a couple of days earlier. And if the results of the poll change between today and the 1st, well, we're going to have to deal with that because here we go. So let's say goodbye to the Electrolux Z185, which, I'll be honest, it's probably all the flipping vacuum cleaner I need for this small little place. And then let's see what massive, humongous, premium machine you've chosen for me to lug around in October. Let's have a look. Yes, good evening, my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? Yes, this has been pretty much beautiful in every single way. It's an Electrolux cylinder. Of course it will be. It has excellent airflow for such a small, compact machine. Obviously, it still has a full-size motor in the back. And yeah, everything has mostly been hunky-dory. I did go and find a single piece one because I had one. I was tidying up in the cupboard about a week after filming, and those two plastic ones, they're just too tall with this handle. You need the right handle for the right ones. This with the one piece is a good size. This with those two plastic bits, it was the hose pretty much wasn't long enough. So yeah, glad we found that. The dusting brush has been excellent. Just sat on here. That's really nice place to put it. You have to take it off to, you know, make this a bit thinner and go into other places. And I haven't really used the crevice tool. I've just either put the end of the wand on and just done around the edges, or this floor head just pulls the dirt in from the edges, especially with this thing on, you know, 600 to 800 watts. It's got such good airflow, it just pulls it in. You can do the edges just by doing the edges. The main problem has been with this floor tool, as nice as it is, it's a little bit stiff. It's currently in its brushes mode at the minute. Ow! And I have to pretty much manipulate this lever in order to get it to change. It changes very smoothly, but oh, ow! You can't just push down. You have to, you know, manipulate the whole lever. Now, something's not quite right in there, but once it has changed, it's really good. So I just do the carpets first and then change it once, and I've got more hard floor than carpet. So I do that and it's been fine. Again, it's better than the single flippy floor tool that it should have had, which I guess maybe I should have used in order to do this properly. The next bugbear has been this hose end. This still isn't the correct rubber for the hose, and it's already starting to perish a bit because when it's fitted properly, it's really squeezed against there. I think I need the type that is just a single layer, because yeah, that is quite squeezed. It locks it in nice and tight, does the job, but yeah, isn't correct. Whether this isn't the right hose for us, although I think it is, of this era, or again, very more likely this isn't the right rubber for this hose, but it does the job, it works well. Let's see how the bag has coped. Now this has been blessed with a HEPA flow bag, which has mostly, I think, stayed on, although I can see bits everywhere, so maybe whether this isn't a completely decent fit into there, although I have been hammering it. Yeah, there are quite a few little bits in there. I mean, I guess, there we go, that's mostly cleaned out already. Yeah, I have been using this a lot. This bag is very, very full. I mean, it could be fuller, but it is certainly quite chock-a-block. And yeah, it's coped pretty well. The filter, there's a few bits on it, but isn't filthy. Nothing's been coming out of the sides on here. It's done a very good job. It's awful when you run over the end cable because the cable just seems to drag behind the rear wheels at that point there. That's a bit of a pain in the bum. And on this particular model, the cable is a bit short. I think they all are, because it literally is this part here. On a normal slimline, this bit is slimmer because it doesn't have to have literally a cable reel going in there. So it's quite short. And it works fairly well until you get to the very end, and I thought I'd sort of tweaked all this out, but you can push it in, and because the only way it's retained is by that sprung button just clamping against the cable, it holds itself in all right. I guess it's about as good as it's ever going to get. And yeah, I quite like it. For my little 2-bedroom terrace house, which is pretty much what these were designed for and made for, this is perfect. I use it on about 600 watts most of the time. Absolutely plenty. Just sits there, hums along, plenty of airflow, all right size bags. Yeah, I see why these are very popular. Like I say, my mum had one when I was a kid. So, that is what we used for September. Let's have a complete flip around and replace this little dinky tiny vacuum with a massive one. Our floor care machine of choice for the month of October is the Lux One Royal, the cream of the crop when it came out, the toppish of the line. I don't think it was their toppish premium model, but it was certainly high up there. Mine's quite dusty. Yeah, bit of it's not actually much more bigger than I thought. It's only this little top bit, and even then, when you put them side by side, it's a little bit bigger, but yeah, by the time you open that up, there's not much in it. Yeah, oh good, it has got a bag. That was a question that I had. Yeah, we're going from, again, this wasn't the most cheapest, budgetist slimline they ever did anyway. In fact, being the electronic model, it would have been the top of the range one, so it might have cost £100, £120. I don't know. I don't know how much these cost, but a good couple of £100 would be my guess. Yeah, we restored this one, we refurbished it, gave it a complete clean up and a new lease of life. So hopefully, yeah, this one can work humming along low or on max power. One button. It's quite quiet as well, so that's going to be alright. The only real problem, I guess, pain, I don't know what to think about this, is going to be its tools. Because yeah, we have a lot of tools with this, don't we? Here is our one-piece one, look just like the slimline. One-piece one. Then we have this monstrosity of a hose, humongous hose, with the power cable fitted, which is quite nice. Although that one needs to go out there. Yes, we obviously have our electronic hose. I'm going to try and use that a little bit this month. I put the battery head away for that because I forgot why I had it out in the first place and then put it away. And now it's buried. So, oh yeah. Okay, that makes this look quite meaty. This is about the power that has on max. So that's going to be quite cool. That's going to be very nice and powerful. And then we should have, our nice turbo head. Which again, I'm going to try and get some use out of, but because I can't turn the flipping head off, there's our fly lead, I'm going to have to keep taking it on and off. Or, how many days would it be before I just give up and use the automatic floor head that it comes with? What are the other tools? Right, we can put our dusting brush onto our hose, again, just like this Electrolux. Grab this tool from there. Small turbo head. I mean, I might do the stairs with it. Can't do a leather sofa with it. Don't have any animals. The budgies don't make enough of a mess that I need to have it out. Right, this can go there. Yeah, you see, this is going to be set and leave, I think, I can foresee. And then we should be able to pop this down. I need to go grab a load more of these clips, but I have a lot of them. So I can do that. We'll put you there. And then that should just plug into there. Oh, yeah, short hose as well. Oh yeah. And it runs. don't think it ever did set the world on fire. It's not like the older Luxes with the massive power heads. So, it's good. I don't hate it. Does a better job than the Greenote. And if we now compare that to the automatic head, which I think is going to do a very good job. Yeah, and again, because the brush has just skimmed the carpet, oh, this hose is horribly short. Because the brush has skimmed the carpet, it does quite well. Pull it out the wood. Let's test it out on the hard floor. It's much nicer on the laminate, where it doesn't touch this down. Just put it on low. Oh yeah, look, that's plenty there. Doesn't stick the head down to this linoleum at all. Yeah, that's going to be it. Because I'm probably going to use this head more as an all-rounder. Maybe fit the turbo head for special occasions. Do upstairs and whatnot. But yeah, that works pretty well indeed. So, that is our main corded machine. What about our main cordless machines? Well, I'm currently still rocking the two Greenotes, and I will spoiler alert you now, I had to give this a really big clean out the other week because I cleaned up after taking apart an Electrolux 504 and made it rather messy. So we'll see how well that has come up. But I am noticing that there are a fair few bits of lint wrapped around our brush rod. Ooh, we have a clog as well. I hadn't noticed that. It's only a little light one. Yeah, these little groom things, you know, the comb stuff, it isn't really getting any of this off. This is all either carpet fibre or my daughter's hair, probably my hair now. It's getting quite long. So, yeah, we'll give that a clean out. I think this might also be the month that I give this brush roll a good wash, because again, now that the weather's turning, that is getting grim as anything. Right, let's clean out this head. There we go, that'll do. I'll pop this back in there for now. Oh, I won't. Look at that, it pushes straight through. There we go, we'll leave that there. Yeah, I want to give that a wash. This bit won't be terrible, although this is the state of the filter it is now in, and that is after a good vacuum off, although I have used it a couple of times since then. There we go. Yeah, you can sort of see the remnants of how grim it has been in there. But I'm not really feeling a full-on wash and brush up on this. We're just going to pop that filter there in the to wash pile as well. Then we have the little handy-dandy micro Greenote, which, yeah, is getting quite full. Could probably do with its own little washout, I guess. I've been using it in the kitchen quite a lot. But it's not too bad. We can clean its filter off. And this one doesn't need its filter washing because it doesn't get used for anything quite as disgusting as I have used that one for. So this is done. It's wearing quite well considering how much we use it. The button isn't wearing down. This isn't wearing thin yet. This is getting quite scraped up, but you know, it gets used an awful lot. And this won't be out of action for too much longer either. Because as much as I've got to wash that brush roll up and dry it, we can fit the spare filter, which means that once that's washed up, I can use the other tools. In spider season here recently, so this has been used a lot for spiders. This back filter, yeah, still spotless. And yeah, I've picked up a lot of rusty, fine, gritty, horrible dust with this because it was a freebie. I'm not saying you should do it, but because it was gifted to me for review, I feel that I can, and I can then say to you that yeah, it's coping pretty well with it. It does all right. This hose hasn't split yet. It's all right. The rubber coating on the wheels is... See, it's starting now. But again, it gets run around a lot of hard floors. So, yeah, I wonder if the wheels are going to be the first thing to perhaps cause issues. Yeah, and there's a bit grim as well. But, you know what? I don't think I care this month. I think it's been raining very hard, so it's going to get disgustingly filthy. We may as well wait until it isn't. And now I'm getting used to its little... you know, things like you've got to be very careful standing it upright because it does like to tip backwards, especially with no brush rolling. And the fact that my hand keeps pushing on the battery button when I use it, but the battery doesn't come off, I think it's okay. Now I'm used to all of those, I'm getting on with it a lot better. Obviously this is fantastic. And this Electrolux should be awesome too, especially for the big cleaners. But I find myself doing, this gets shoved around every time, and then I will go around with this really well a couple of times a week, and that seems to work itself out. So we have an incredibly expensive European cylinder vacuum cleaner and two very reasonably priced but Chinese cordless vacuum cleaners. What a decent pairing. I think we could do nothing more than this, although that is going to now go to a lovely new home, hopefully. So there we go, all changed for October. Are you changing your vacuum cleaner this month? Do let me know down below what you have chosen. But until the next exciting suction cleaning related video, I and this stuff will see you soon. Bye bye.